Alice's feet hit the bottom of the rabbit hole with a gentle thud, and she found herself in a mysterious hallway lined with doors. Each door was unique yet securely locked, an invitation to mystery in every panel. As she grew smaller and smaller with each sip and bite of magical items in this bewildering world, Alice's curiosity only heightened. Soon after, she discovered a tiny door leading to an even tinier key, but the challenge of fitting through it seemed insurmountable. The room echoed with the sound of enormity around her small form until Alice noticed something strange, a pool of her own tears. The tears she'd shed in moments of frustration and sadness had formed a sizable lake during her larger form. Now, shrunken down to a minuscule size, it looked more like a vast sea. Alice swam to keep afloat, kicking and splashing to stay above water, but it wasn't long before she was joined by an odd assortment of creatures who found themselves in the same plight. A grumpy mouse swam nearby, twitching its whiskers in disapproval at the salty situation they were all in. Nearby, a bird flapped its wings awkwardly, and a dodo bobbed up and down with puffed feathers. Each creature, mired in its own peculiarities, had been swept into Alice's aquatic predicament. "How did we end up like this?" sighed the mouse, paddling with visible irritation. Alice, puzzled but polite, replied, "We must find a way out of this sea of tears. Perhaps we can swim to the shore where the land grants us logic once more." The dodo, shaking its water-soaked wings, added in an almost resigned tone, "Perhaps, if we embrace nonsense, reason will follow." The quirky idea resonated unexpectedly well with the disparate group. A natural leader among them, the dodo organized a caucus race to dry everyone off, a race where path and purpose were as muddled as the predicament itself. The absurdity of the race was met with laughter and whimsy, crying ceased, and drying began. Alice found herself fascinated by the motley crew around her. Despite the absurdity and chaos, there was something charming about the companionship formed in shared adversity. Realizing, perhaps for the first time, that madness didn't preclude friendship, Alice resolved to cherish each nonsensical moment she encountered in Wonderland. When the race ended, the creatures scattered, drying themselves with the resolve to journey onward through Wonderland's wonders. And though Alice was left on the shore pondering her next adventure, the pool of tears served as a peculiar reminder. The pool of tears was a blend of sorrow and joy, frustration and friendship. It taught her that every tear shed need not be wasted if it led to tales of camaraderie and laughter in its wake. As she ventured once more through Wonderland, Alice understood that growing, shrinking, or crying large means little without the joy of stories shared and friends made along the way.